Have you ever been told you cry too easily or are too sensitive? What if I told you it's not a weakness, but a superpower? Your brain might actually be running in 8K while others are stuck in 720p. Today, we'll explore the science behind sensitivity and why it's your strength. For most of our lives, society teaches us a simple message: toughen up, don't cry, don't feel too much. From childhood, we hear phrases like, stop being dramatic or man up. Even in adulthood, we're told to suppress emotions in the workplace or social situations. But what if that advice is completely wrong? What if crying easily or feeling emotions deeply isn't a flaw, but actually a sign of a brain wired for high performance? Neuroscience and psychology are starting to reveal something remarkable. People who cry easily, who feel deeply, who notice subtle details, these individuals are often what researchers call highly sensitive people, or HSPs. Unlike most people who experience life in a standard resolution, HSPs perceive the world in something closer to 8K. Every subtle detail, every fleeting facial expression, every tiny shift in tone is noticed, processed, and remembered. This heightened perception doesn't make someone weak, it makes them uniquely equipped to understand and respond to the world in extraordinary ways. Let's dive into what makes the HSP brain so unique. First, there's low latent inhibition, or LLI. Imagine having no mental filter for incoming information. Most people automatically ignore details deemed irrelevant, but someone with low latent inhibition notices everything. The slight change in a friend's voice, the way light reflects differently across a room, or a small gesture that most people miss, these details register and are analyzed by the brain. While this can sometimes feel overwhelming, it's also the source of immense creativity and problem-solving ability. People with low latent inhibition are often capable of making connections that others cannot. They see patterns where most people see chaos. Some of the world's greatest innovators and artists have shown traits of LLI, noticing subtle interactions, combining ideas across unrelated fields, and generating creative solutions. In daily life, it means you might overthink a conversation or replay an argument in your mind, but it also means you can anticipate consequences and understand people on a deeper level. Next, we have hyperactive mirror neurons. These neurons allow your brain to mirror the emotions of those around you. It's why you might cry during a sad movie, feel emotionally drained after a long conversation, or intuitively sense when someone is upset before they say a word. Think of your brain as a highly sensitive antenna tuned to the emotional signals of everyone in your environment. While this can sometimes feel exhausting, it is also an extraordinary gift. Empathy, compassion, and emotional insight stem from this trait. HSPs often become trusted advisors, counselors, or leaders because they sense moods, understand feelings, and respond in ways others simply cannot. Another defining feature of HSPs is depth of processing. Unlike people who might skim through experiences superficially, HSPs think deeply, analyze thoroughly, and reflect intensely. What looks like overthinking to some is actually a brain performing detailed processing, connecting cause and effect, and understanding the full scope of a situation. This depth allows HSPs to excel in strategic thinking, planning, and nuanced communication. Evolution didn't keep highly sensitive humans around because they were weak. It kept them because they added value to the tribe as careful observers, thinkers, and advisors. While a warrior might fight the battle, the HSP advised the leader, preventing mistakes and ensuring the group thrived. But sensitivity isn't only about brain wiring. It's also about how the body and mind respond to the environment. Highly sensitive people react more strongly to stimuli, both positive and negative. A kind word, gentle touch, or moving piece of music can bring profound joy. A chaotic environment, harsh noise, or conflict can feel overwhelming. This intensity is not a flaw. It's the brain and nervous system operating at full capacity. When you feel deeply, it means you are tuned to experience life in its richest form. This brings us to the orchid versus dandelion theory, an evolutionary psychology concept that explains why some people are more sensitive than others. Dandelions are resilient, tough, and able to thrive in almost any condition. Orchids, in contrast, are highly sensitive and thrive only in supportive environments. Highly sensitive people are like orchids. They may struggle in harsh or chaotic settings, but when nurtured, they blossom spectacularly. They have the potential for extraordinary creativity, focus, and empathy, far surpassing what most people can achieve. Now, let's talk about what this means in practice. The world often tells HSPs to fix themselves or toughen up. But the truth is, your brain is not broken. It's designed differently, optimized for observation, empathy, and depth. Understanding your sensitivity allows you to stop apologizing for crying, stop hiding your tears, and embrace your unique abilities. You can develop strategies to manage overstimulation, protect your energy, and channel your creativity. But the goal isn't to change who you are, it's to work with your natural wiring, not against it. Many HSPs feel misunderstood. You might scroll through social media quietly, never posting, feeling like an online ghost, observing the world while conserving your energy. This isn't social laziness, it's part of your natural design. Processing every detail, every subtle emotion takes energy. By observing before reacting, you can respond with clarity rather than impulsiveness, making your sensitivity a real advantage. It's also important to understand that HSP traits sometimes overlap with other conditions like introversion, ADHD, or autism. But being highly sensitive is not a disorder, it's a personality trait with evolutionary and neurological roots. Brain imaging studies confirm that HSPs respond more strongly to emotional and social stimuli, which is why crying easily or feeling deeply is a natural outcome of a finely tuned brain. These responses are measurable, observable, and entirely normal. Sensitivity can also enhance decision-making. Because HSPs notice more and process deeply, they often anticipate problems before they happen. They can strategize carefully, avoid mistakes, and support others in complex social dynamics. When directed appropriately, these traits can lead to leadership, innovation, and creative problem-solving. Instead of rushing to act, HSPs pause, observe, and reflect, creating outcomes that are not only effective, but often more harmonious and thoughtful. Embracing sensitivity also changes how we interact with others. Empathy becomes a strength, not a burden. Understanding emotional nuances allows HSPs to comfort friends, mediate conflicts, and build strong, meaningful relationships. In the workplace, sensitivity can translate to superior teamwork, heightened awareness of morale, and creative solutions that consider the needs of everyone involved. So, what's the takeaway? Stop trying to fix yourself. Stop apologizing for being emotional, and stop hiding your natural gifts. Embrace your low latent inhibition, your hyperactive mirror neurons, and your depth of processing. Learn how to protect your energy, manage overstimulation, and direct your focus, but never suppress the very traits that make you extraordinary. Your tears, your empathy, and your insight are not weaknesses, they are strengths. You are capable of seeing, feeling, and understanding more than most people will ever experience. Remember, the world needs your insight. Your ability to feel deeply and notice what others miss is exactly what makes you valuable. Whether it's through art, leadership, teaching, or personal connections, your sensitivity equips you to make meaningful contributions that others cannot. By honoring your natural wiring, you not only thrive, you allow others to thrive alongside you. Crying easily, feeling deeply, and noticing everything isn't weakness, it's your brain running in 8K. Embrace your sensitivity, honor your emotions, and stop apologizing for your superpower. The world needs your insight, empathy, and wisdom. You are not too sensitive. You are uniquely equipped to thrive in ways others cannot.
If you believe in calm growth, simple discipline, and long-term thinking, this channel is for you. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay patient, stay consistent, and take care of yourself.